what about it? Ow. Boy, that hurt. Make a boy go crazy. This is the single happiest I have ever been in my whole life. Ladies and gentlemen, meet my girl, Jolene. Jolene. And Jolene will be in this video, the whole video. So deal with it. Howdy y'all. Hi, hey, it's your girl Chelsea. Welcome back to another video. And today we're doing another ranking video. Look at the tassels. Look at the, a little DIY. A little DIY. Look at the cow print and the boa, But I mainly decided to wear her for this video, not only to show her off, but to commemorate Jill's hat. Her cowboy hat that she wore. And since I said that, I hope some of you guys know what this video is going to be about today. Today we're going to be ranking the Dance Moms cast. Okay, so throughout this ranking, I have 6 spots. The worst is Who Are You? I already have people on there because I'm not even going to waste my breath talking about some of these kids or moms, quite frankly. If I have nothing to say about these moms, I fit them in Who Are You, Moms and Dance Moms. We have and it's just like, I know who you are, but once again, very irrelevant character. Then we have Messy, I hate it, which is like, they stir up drama and they do everything for what, for attention. Ugh. Then we have Messy, I love it. And that's like, they bring a little spice to the show, like the show wouldn't be as good without them on there. Like, they're good messy. They're Nene Leakes kind of messy. Get what I'm saying? After that, we have Iconic. Nothing more to say about that. And then top tier is Dr. Queen Holly. Because my girl deserves her own tier, her own rank. She's on another level. Let's get into it, shall we? Okay, next person we have is Kendall. So, with Kendall, I don't really have much to say about the girl. Her mom wanted her to play Rosa Parks. Very interesting, very weird. Very weird. Kendall's terrible at facial expressions. Let's talk about it. She could never do one. She could never do more facial expressions. She was very bad at face. She couldn't give me face. She's a good dancer though, like definitely a good dancer. But she couldn't give me face, never did. So, sorry Kendall babe, but you're gonna give me Sorry. Next person is Miss Vivian. I cut my finger on my mom's ring. I hope I can still dance. I don't have much to say about her. Honestly, Miss Kathy gassed that girl's abilities way too high. I don't think she's that well of a dancer, like a lyrical dancer or like contemporary dancer. She didn't really much have a personality. Like her mom really spoke for her. So like I guess Miss Kathy was living through her daughter. Yeah, Vivian, you're gonna give me an too. Sorry, love. Next person is Christy! Chloe's mom, Christy. I love my girl, Christy. Christy is, some of the things she says, her comebacks are so funny. There's one that lives in my brain, free rent. It's like, congratulations, Brooke. You tried out for cheerleading. You didn't make the team and you still made it on the top of the pyramid. Funny line. Funny line. Christy, her confessionals. Christy was honestly really funny, and I liked Christy because she didn't care about just her kid. She cared about opportunities for all of the kids. And I like that, and I respect that, And I ain't appreciate Miss Abby disrespecting Chloe and Christy for no reason a lot of the times. So, Christy is messy, I love it. I would put her in Iconic, but like literally messy, I love it. That category is literally made for her. So like, next is Paige. Paige didn't really have a personality to me. I'm sorry. I can't say nothing about Paige. She's gonna have to give me sorry. I'm sorry. Just Next is Miss Abby Lee Miller herself. I get what some of the stuff Abby was doing was for like love. I get that. Kind of don't get that. Kind of do get it. I get how some of it was like love, but Abby was pretty rude to some of those kids. Like, she called Ava a praying mantis for being tall. We love making fun of kids, right, guys? right? She came for JoJo multiple times, and for what? Literally, and for what? She she never gave Nia equal opportunities, period. We'll get on Nia when it comes to Nia, because I have a whole thing to say about that. Abby was just very mean, and she only cared about Maddie and barely Mackenzie. Like, she bullied Chloe into getting her lazy eye, like, surgically fixed. But then again, you can't really blame her, because let's just be honest, none of these dance moms really had to stay. Abby kept saying that. Y'all don't have to be here. Y'all could literally leave if it's a problem. You know? Like, she said that. So, you kind of can't really blame her for all of it because they stayed. And I would stay too. And you do too for a check. So Abby, I'm gonna have to give her iconic. I mean, I'm gonna give Abby the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she was a good dancer way back when, but on the show, she wasn't giving me nothing. Oh, without Abby Lee Miller, there'd be no show. So Abby, I'm gonna have to give you iconic. Congratulations, girl. Next person is Chloe. Now with the whole Chloe ordeal, Abby did always put Maddie and Chloe up against each other, which really threw off their friendship, that they weren't able to really have a friendship. Everything always had to be competitive. And the whole Chloe leaving and none of the girls talking to her except for Nia thing, I don't know. They had Kendall crying because of that. Chloe, she's a really good dancer. Like, a really good dancer. I don't know why Abby just didn't give Chloe and Maddie. I don't know why Abby just didn't give all the girls the equal opportunities they deserved. Because they all work harder, even though some people may be better at a skill than others. That doesn't mean they're not working hard, you know? Miss Abby should have really put some respect on Chloe's name. Because her technique flawless. Call me biased or whatever, but I feel like Chloe's long legs, when she would like point and everything, like her legs were beautiful. Beautiful. I loved them. I love it. Yes, I love it. So, based on all I said, Chloe was funny too. When she came back in season 8, she's like funny. Like, she's really funny. So, she takes after her mother. Chloe's the first dancer. I'm gonna give iconic. Fight me on that one if you don't believe me, love. Next person is Ava. Ava didn't really have much of a personality on the show. But I did not like Abby calling this girl praying mantis and making fun of her height and everything. Very mean girl behavior. We're supposed to be grown. Let's act grown. Other than that, I don't have much to say about Ava. Her technique is nice. I mean, they didn't really give her no material, so I'm gonna have to give her A. The next person is Brooke. I'm sorry. Brooke looked like she wanted to die every time she was on that camera. It looked like she hated dance from the moment that show started. I don't know how, and I don't know why Brooke stayed for so long. Like, Brooke literally looked like she did not want to be there all the time. I get she was older than the other girls, but she just looked miserable. She looked like she never liked to dance. So honestly, them leaving, I thought they would have left way sooner than what they did. And especially her whole little storyline with that little boy, and like her leaving to do cheerleading and didn't like it and came back. A whole lot of. But Miss Brooke, I don't really have much to say about her. She didn't want to be there half the time, and you could tell in her face. So because of that, Brooke, I'm sorry, you're gonna get eh. Cameron's mom, I forgot her name. Yikes. I forgot her name, but I love this woman. I love her. Like, they came the last season, but she held her ground and she was funny. My favorite line, she just got diagnosed. Ooh, funny. She gave me Christy energy. And then when Christy came in season 8, those two really clicked. Like, oh, you didn't choke her. Oh, she just gently rested her hands on her neck. Funny. Very comical. But we're not going to talk about how Cameron literally got no opportunities. And they only put Cameron and Nia up against each other because they were the only 2 black kids in the class. It's only fair she goes against no one else but the black girl, right? Because she's black. We're going to get into it. Anyways, she's in Messy I Love It with Miss Christy. Those two can go kiki together. Okay, next person is Christy, the brunette Christy. Brunette Christy, I ain't like her. She literally had nothing. She was just so annoying. And she was always up her child's butt. I mean, I get your child's homeschooled, but like she's literally going on a bus to go on a dance competition. She's not, you know, being shipped off to war. Like, oh, girl was crying and I'm gonna miss her and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Then don't put your child on a competition team that goes to a competition every weekend. That was annoying to me. She ruined opportunities for her kid, who I don't remember her name. Sorry, she's on the list, but I don't know her name. She ruined opportunities for her kids because she couldn't shut her mouth. And I was with Abby on that, girl. Like, shut up. Nobody likes you, girl. Read the room. We don't like you. Credit to this brunette Christy is messy. I hate it. We're on Kalani now. Kalani was Abby's favorite once Maddie left. Kalani deserves all the credit she gets. Kalani's a very good dancer. Her feet, the way she points her feet, I love it. I love it. I love watching her dance. She's way better at facial expressions than Kendall or some of the other girls were on the team. Also, I didn't bring this up, but Chloe is really good with facial expressions too. She's really good with like the darker characters. Kalani, I love Kalani. She wasn't problematic. Like, she was really good to the girls. I think she was one of the oldest ones after Brooke left. I like Kalani. Kalani deserved everything she got. So Kalani, you're iconic to me. Woo! Next person is Melissa. I don't know how I feel about Melissa, because the stuff she would do, she was very fake, like very scary. Like, she would do stuff behind everyone's back, but then be too chicken to say it to everyone's face. Now, they did bully that girl. They did bully the lady. They bullied Melissa. Let's be honest, though. If your child was getting more opportunities than the other kid, are you really going to stay up for that other kid? I would give this to Melissa. Melissa was not going to miss her bag. But she was very cocky, and she was very, okay, with Mackenzie and Maddie, she definitely played favorites. Mackenzie beat it Maddie, and Melissa was not as excited. And the moms asked, do you believe that Mackenzie should have won? This woman said, no, I don't. Like, Maddie was fabulous. And I'm just like, wow, just crazy. Like, that's your kid, girl. Both of them are your kids. You should know how to split your time between both of them. And it was always them. They compared Maddie to everyone. Like, they wanted, everyone was compared to Maddie, but who was compared the most was Mackenzie. Mackenzie be like Maddie. Mackenzie, do the face like Maddie. Mackenzie, do this like Maddie. Do this like Maddie. And honestly, from her perspective, I don't think any of the moms, or not even the moms, because everyone saw it but Maddie. No. But everyone saw it but Abby and Melissa. Very dirty. I mean, you're supposed to be their mama. You're supposed to like both of them and support both of them and congratulate both of them. So I'm pretty sure at times Mackenzie felt left out. I'm 100% sure. So because of that, Melissa, you're going to be messy. I hate it. Sorry. Next person is Gianna. Gianna is the dance. She's the assistant of Abby Lee Miller. Gianna was pretty good. Like, she didn't really do, I mean, she did her job. She did play favorites though with Maddie and Mackenzie though. But she did her part. I don't have much to say about her. She's not iconic to me, but she'll be a eh for me. The next person is Miss Holly herself. Can we talk about the professionalism of Holly? Can we talk about the stuff that Holly had to put up with? Can we talk about it? Let's talk about it. All of them disrespected her to the max. Now, I mean, at some point in time, Miss Dr. Queen Holly, when she had valid like concerns of her child being stigmatized and being stereotyped as, you know, the typical black girl, Miss Holly spoke out about it. And then it just seemed like everyone tried to like gaslight her into thinking, oh no, it's not like that. Abby would never do that. And it's just like, how would you guys know that though? I'm not saying if you're Caucasian, you don't know how it feels, but it's just like, you can't kind of pick up on these cues sometimes. And it's just like whenever Holly had something to say about it, Nia Soul was always pulled, or anything they had was always pulled, even though Holly had valid problems with what Abby was doing. And then Abby, she threw microaggressions out at Nia with the whole, oh, take her braids out, they're ugly, you know, and saying stuff like that. And then giving her dances like Laquifa by Felicia, making her buy an afro. Nia's always being portrayed as some animal, like a tiger and stuff like that. I'm not going to say Abby Lee Miller is a racist. I'm not going to say that. It's a very strong word. But Abby has had some microaggression tendencies. And all the other moms never backed up Holly for that. Never did. And I think Holly's hardest season was season 4, I think, when Nia started leaning into her singing career without Abby's name connected to it. None of the other moms had her back. And when she stayed for the Maddie B YouTube video thing too, things got hard, and it was just like, Holly was completely right. None of these other moms congratulated Nia on her achievements. It was always bitter. Everyone was just always bitter for Nia's success, and for what? You know? Why Nia? When Nia got, and it's just like, it was weird because whenever anyone else in the group got something, Holly and Nia collectively congratulated the girl or the mom, and they were there for them as a friend. Where was that support with Holly and Nia? It was barely there. It was barely shown. Who really only shown it was JoJo. JoJo and her mom. I can't think of her name right now. Those are the only two people who really showed it, that they cared and like they were there for Nia and Holly. And then they would always exclude Nia from things, always. Or Abby would always do something to mess up Nia's opportunity. Now, I forgot I'm still talking about Holly, but honestly, Holly gets her own tier because Holly, she still had poise. Like, she still was very professional. She was still everything. And they were trying to make Holly feel bad for getting a bag. They were trying to make her feel bad for having a job and for taking care of her other kids. Anyways, I'll bring it up more when I get to Nia. But until then, Miss Holly gets her own spot, period. Like, there's more stuff I can say about Holly, but I don't want this to be an hour and 30 minutes. So, we're moving on to Jill. My little Kendall, I did not like Jill. I wasn't in love with Jill. Like, Jill had her moments when she was pretty cool, but she had a lot of moments where she was just stupid. I didn't like her. The whole Rosa Parks thingy, very weird. I did not like, then they did the help dance with like the 2 black girls on the team being the help. And I think Kalani too. I think that Kalani was a part of the help too, because Kalani looks ethnic out of the other girls too. So they threw that in there. It was a very touchy thing. And even when Cameron's mom and Holly were like trying to break it down as simply as they can to these moms that this is offensive and that racism like this still happens, Jill was one of the moms who it just could not get through her brain. She's like, what? No, that doesn't happen. Yes, it does, love. Stuff like that still happens, but you don't have to worry about that. So of course, why would you acknowledge that happens if you don't have to go through that, you know? Like, she just walked in ignorance. Time after time after time again, she walked in ignorance. And for what? You want your white child to be Rosa Parks? Well, also, because Abby was like, I'm planning on giving this role to Nia, the only black girl on the team. But I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Nia's the only black girl on the team at the time. Rosa Parks is black. That's like making a white girl play Pocahontas. Like, huh? Jill was just idiotic. A lot of stuff she did I did not like. She was a Melissa 2.0 at the beginning. Melissa 2.0. Just Jill low-key makes my blood boil. I low-key high-key don't like her. So she's messy. And that's just that. Next person, Ava's mom. I have nothing to say about her. Well, not really. Anyways, her other team was good. Honestly, okay. Let's talk. That nationals where they did the waiting room and her team did the target. I was with Dan Sons on that. They were robbed. Like, I can't talk from a judge standpoint. I mean, Ava's mom was right. They didn't have much dancing in it. They didn't have like a full 2 8 counts of Kalani walking on the stair or walking on the seats. But it told a really good story. Like, it was really engaging. It was very engaging. And I think theme-wise, it was stronger than Ava's mom's dance routine. Like, the Target thing, like, I do stand with Dan's mom doing that. And they were bitter for walking out. Very bitter, very hood to walk out during awards. Very hood. So because of that, Ava mama, sorry, I'm gonna give you egg because not bad, but nothing really said about you. Next is Jess. I'm pretty sure it's Jess. I loved her actually. When JoJo was on the ultimate competition show, she was a little in your face. Like, she was a little blunt, a little too blunt. She didn't really have much dance mom etiquette originally, but you know, they give all the moms a hard time when they first come. Like, that's just the rite of passage. But I did like her a lot. Like, she was really good. She always stood by Holly. I liked that when season 4 came, because a lot of the other moms did not care about Nia's achievements, and at least Jess and JoJo were there to congratulate Nia, just like Nia was there for everyone else whenever they got accomplishments. So I love that for Jess. Honestly, her and JoJo are getting that bag now, honey. JoJo has bows and dolls, and JoJo is getting her bank right now. Like, getting her bank. And I love Jess for getting that bag with her. So Jess is gonna be iconic for me, guys. I'm sorry, not sorry. Jess is iconic to me. Next we have JoJo. I love JoJo. She stayed positive. Well, she's really more positive now. But like, while she was on the show, she was a loose cannon. She ain't care. She was talking. She was saying whatever she wanted to say. And what about it? Ow! Boy, that hurt. Make a boy go crazy. There was nothing really wrong about JoJo. That whole little phase on social media when everyone didn't like her, I kind of had that phase too. It's not that I didn't like her. It was like why is she acting like this? But like, honestly, now I don't know why we were so mean to her. Like, she's really unproblematic, and she jokes with us. I like that. You know, she can take a joke. I like that. But the only thing I say about JoJo, girl, keep getting that bag and keep doing what you love. And I mean, if she likes dressing up like Justice threw up on her, then you go do that. But JoJo's iconic to me also because back to the dance moms aspect of it, her dances were really good. JoJo's really good at playing characters, really good. And like, she didn't care if it was like, if she had to be like an old lady and dressed in blood, and she didn't care about that. Kendall literally cried because her costume was ugly, but she has to play a character, you know? So like, Kendall was just a big baby. Like, she didn't like her outfits unless it had sparkles on it, and you know, it was a lyrical. If it wasn't that, she didn't like it. Very weird. Next with Kelly. Get your finger out of my face. Kelly, I don't really have much to say about her. The fact that she was in the same dance, she was in the same studio with Abby was crazy to me. And that she brought her kids there. Honestly, I don't really have much to say about Kelly. Kelly and Christy's relationship, I loved it. The best friend group out of everybody, for sure. And I can see why Christy was ready to pack up and leave once her best friend left, honestly. But, sorry, girl. I'm going to have to give you sorry, love. Next person we have is Kalani's mom. I liked her because she was about that action. She knew that Kalani was good, though, a good dancer. Like, she was really sweating some of these other moms. She never was sweating any of these other moms. And honestly, I still don't remember if Maddie and Kalani went up against each other. I think they probably did, but like, I don't remember what happened. Let's not cap. Kalani's a good dancer. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about her. She's gonna have to be for me, love. Sorry. Next we have Asia's mom. Definitely don't. That was another Christy, I think. I think her name was Christy too. I loved her. And I did watch Raising Asia faithfully. I did. But I loved her because she was about it. She was about the action. Like, Christy was talking, doing all of this, but she was like, let's step outside then. If you're serious, fight me. Christy couldn't talk no more. Like, I love Christy, but Christy was all talk, no action. She's not about it. She was there for her daughter to dance. She ain't care about that petty drama with the mamas. And I respect Christy for that. Asia's mom's Christy. So, let me think. Is she Messy I Love It or Messy Iconic? Is she iconic? No, I feel like she's Messy I Love It. Like, I'm talking about Peyton and her mom here. Peyton, she was too old to be with those girls. Like, let's just be honest. Peyton's 14 dancing with 8-year-olds. For what? Like, now what, Abby was messy for stringing them along, though. She was messy for that. But, Leslie, I don't know. She just loved to scream and yell. Now, her fight with Christy, in Louisiana will forever be iconic. At that Nationals will forever be iconic. But anyways, Leslie, I don't really have much to say about her. Honestly, Leslie was kind of messy because she was coming from these moms and their kids. I can't give you a specific ordeal, but anyways, Leslie, you have to give me messy. I hate it. Sorry, not sorry. Next, we got Maxie. Honestly, I don't think Mackenzie ever was like I don't think she's passionate about competitive dance ever. Like, I just think her mom did it because she wanted her to be the next Maddie. Literally, everyone wanted her to be the next Maddie. It was just like, she's not Maddie, she's Mackenzie. They really realized how like mentally damaging over time that could be to like keep comparing your child to their like sister or brother or something. But yeah, old girl is going to have to be Mackenzie dancing was Aunt, okay. Mackenzie's gonna be Aunt for me. I'm sorry. Aunt is looking pretty big right now. Next is Maddie. Maddie, okay. Let's not cap. None of the other moms were discredited. I don't think any of the other moms were discrediting Maddie for not being a good dancer, because she was. I just think the moms were mad, like everyone was not given the same equal opportunities. That's what people were mad at, which I completely understand why. But Maddie, she did give me face. She gave me face. Her characters. Now, Abby did spend a lot more time on her, and I just wish Abby would admit that at some points. Like, stop the charades, girl. Just say it. But Maddie was good. And Maddie was she's unproblematic now. Maddie, girl, you are iconic to me. Next, we have Miss Asia. Now, let's talk about how Asia on the competition TV show. Yeah, her feet were terrible. I'm not even like a real dancer or nothing. I did like a little jazz hip hop kind of thing. But her feet were terrible. But you know what? It takes real skill to drain that out with your face and your her performance level was amazing, and that's what drained out all the technicalities of everything. She was a performer, and she gave Mackenzie a run for her money, and Mackenzie choked. Mackenzie choked every time she was put up against Asia. Asia was very confident, and I follow her on Instagram now. Like, this girl, she can dress, she can sing. I love Asia. Asia is iconic to me. And what about it? Next we have Kathy. Here's the thing, I think Kathy's the character we all love to hate. Like, I feel like the show would have been very boring without her. Kathy's disco ball. Disco ball. Kathy was funny, even though that whole little build the wall thing and like the whole like kind of Trump supporter-esque thing, we didn't see that. We didn't see that one. What build the wall dance? I don't know. Especially not with her child, not with her POC child. Anyways, Kathy, we love her. She was funny. I feel like the show would have been boring without her. Kathy's a messy, I love it. Ooh. Next is Nia. Honestly, just a big round of applause for Nia and her mom sticking it out to the very end. Like, Nia was on that show since the first episode. Like, Nia was the last OG left who stayed continuously throughout the whole series of the show. And I honestly really do commemorate them for that, because I don't think I could have done that. Especially when she started coming for like, especially with the microaggressions. I don't think I would have stayed personally. Because it's just, I don't think Abby realized, I don't think some of the dance moms realized. It felt like when Holly was explaining how it feels to be black sometimes, it just seemed like some of the moms would just tune her out and they just wouldn't listen. And to a certain point where Holly didn't even try to explain anymore. Not all the moms, but some of the moms really made that difficult for her to explain. And the whole Abby like, oh, whatever, you can't even pay for my tuition, you can't pay for my classes and stuff like that. And then the whole Black Patsy thing and making Black Patsy out to be the angry black woman. Like, they gave her that stigma. And it's just like, it was weird because when like Black Patsy or when Holly stood up for their kids, they were perceived as ghetto or outspoken or just ratchet. But when Jill or Melissa or Christy or Kelly or anybody else stood up for their daughters, it was just them sticking up for their daughters. So it did show the double standard in everything. The show really did show that. And I just commemorate Holly and Nia and any other POCs on the show who stuck it out. I appreciate that for them, and I love that for them. So Nia, and the dances that were actually good now, I actually thought through and well, like the Maya Angelou piece and pieces like that, the ones that were actually thought upon, I liked that. Like, when Abby actually cared about Nia's dances. Abby knew no Laquifa dance wasn't gonna win. And it just seemed like Abby was like, dance, dance kind of thing. Not like I want you to win, I want you to feel good about yourself kind of thing. And the fact that Nia never performed a solo until the last season of the show, and it wasn't even with Abby, I don't know how they stayed. It takes a very strong people for that. But Nia's going to be up here with her mother where she deserves to be. Next we have Karen. Honestly, nothing to say about Karen. Karen did what she had to do. She was quiet. She stayed in the back. So she's going to be it for me. Next we have Christy. Brunette Christy's child. Nothing to say about her. Sorry, girl. Who are you? Now, these last two moms on here, these two, they were on the junior mini team. They tried so hard to stick with the OG team, but they couldn't. They were honestly annoying. But both of these girls were messy, and I hated it, and they were messy for no reason. So, yeah. This is the whole list. I'll show her up here. Yeah, that's all I have to say about her. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I really did try my best or whatever. And if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you want to see more videos like this, say that in the comment section. Or if you don't see any more videos like this, say that in the comment section and give me some suggestions of what you guys want me to do. And share my channel with your friends and family. That's all I have to say. Love you guys. Please have an amazing week. And just know that you guys are loved by me. So, yeah, me and Jolene are signing off. See you guys next time. Bye.